Something in the Dark, Part 1. While Hattori Hanzo was visiting the mountain village, the local miners refused to go back down in the silver mine. They claim that a terrible beast is lurking deep within the mountain and feeding on those unfortunate enough to cross its path. Hello and welcome to episode 20 of the Adventures of Hattori Hanzo. Let's take a look at the changes to Hattori since our last episode. He now has 1,385 experience, and he's down to $55 in gold. Let's join Hattori Hanzo as he enters the silver mine in search of this mysterious beast. Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today, Hattori Hanzo has entered the local mines in an attempt to clear it out from whatever the miners are afraid of. Our mission goal is to search this mine and find what is inside and defeat it. Special rules: a rumbling from below. Whenever an exploration token is revealed that does not have a clue icon, it immediately triggers the mine depth event for falling rubble. The creature's lair. Anytime a clue is discovered, the heroes must immediately roll the peril die and add +1 for each clue that has been discovered in this adventure. If the total is 6 or less, the heroes get a brief glimpse of the writhing form as it burrows through the wall up ahead. Add a growing dread card to the stack. If the roll is 7 or higher, the heroes have found the creature's lair objective room. Without further ado, let's hold back the darkness. Double fives. Double fives when inside a mine triggered terrifying shriek. A shriek of pain and suffering echoes through the mine, chilling you to the bone. Each hero in the mines immediately takes D6 horror hits. Hattori will be taking 4 horror hits. Hattori's willpower is 4+. He defends 2 and takes 2 points of sanity damage. Rolling for movement. 4. Holding back the darkness. 10 is good. Rolling for movement. Hey, we gain a grit. Holding back the darkness once again. Double 3s. Double 3s inside of a mine trigger creeping darkness. The darkness is always searching for a way out. Move the darkness 2 steps forward on the depth track. That will trigger a darkness card for us. The darkness card we have pulled is Emboldened. Place D6 grit here. Anytime an enemy would be killed, remove one of these grit and prevent that damage, and instead heal D6 wounds from that enemy. Remains in play. Yikes. So we'll be adding how many grit? 4 grit. Rolling for movement. 3. Hattori will look through into the next room. We have found corrosive pools. We do have an advanced encounter for this room. Acid drips. Drips of acid fall from the ceiling here, burning anything they touch and collecting in luminescent pools on the cavern floor. Every time a hero starts their activation on this map tile, they must pass an agility 5+ test, or take D3 wounds ignoring defense. When scavenging this map tile, cancel and redraw any Nothing Here cards drawn. This map This map tile may be scavenged up to 3 times. Remains in play. Let's reveal our exploration token. 2 doorways and an ambush attack. Plus exploration tokens without a clue icon will trigger rumbling from below. We'll take D6 hits from the falling rubble. 5 hits. Hattori's defense is 3+. He defends 4 of the hits. Will his armor prevent that 1 hit? He has armor 4+. Yes, no wounds. See which way will not be a doorway? No doorway to the left. We will be getting ambushed by a peril die of acidic tentacles. 4 acidic tentacles. Acidic tentacles are a void enemy, medium size at initiative 5. They spit acid at the start of their activation each turn. If not adjacent to a hero, they make the following free ranged attack at a random hero within line of sight. And instead of doing normal damage, the target gains a bleeding marker. This enemy's melee to hit rolls of 6 will ignore the hero's defense. They have a movement of 4. You can escape on a 4+. Their range to hit is 4+. Their melee to hit is 4+. They roll 3 combat that do 3 damage each. They have 3 defense and 7 health. Because of the events in the previous town, all of our enemies in this adventure will get 2 elite abilities. Our acidic tentacles will get 2 eruption. Acidic tentacles move through other models and change targets each turn. And 4 jetted spray. Acidic tentacles are now ranged to hit 3+. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. The acidic tentacles will now go, taking their acid spit shot. They each get 2 shots, hitting on 3+. 7 hits. Hattori's defense is 3+. He defends all but 1 of those hits. That does give him a bleeding marker. The tentacles will now move and attack. He has 3 tentacles around him. They each have 3 combat, hitting on 3+. Scoring 6 hits, 1 of which will do smash. Can we defend these 5 regular hits? Defense is 3+. We defend 4 of them. Will our armor help us out? We have armor 4+. Trying to block 6 wounds. We block 3. We use Wall of Steel and reroll these 3 missed ones. Blocking 1 more wound and taking 2 wounds. Hattori will go. I think we're going to use our family crest personal item to get rid of this darkness card that remains in play. Can Hattori gain a grit? No. Hattori has to make an agility test to avoid getting hit with acid drips. He has 3 for agility. He needs to roll a 5+. Ooh, let's use a grit on that. He is successful. Can Hattori escape? Needs a 4+. Yes! He will move. He can move up to 6. He's going to move back 1. Because we want to avoid getting dripped on as much as possible. Let's use a bomb this round. Put it right under this tentacle. Exploding on 4+. Yes! First tentacle will take 4 wounds. We'll just go clockwise. The next one, 3 wounds. Next, 5 wounds. And lastly, also 5 wounds. Holding back the darkness. 8 is good. The 3 tentacles not adjacent to Hattori will shoot their acid spit, hitting on 3+. Scoring 3 hits. We'll say 1 apiece. Defending on 3+. Defends 2 and takes 1 more bleeding marker. They will all move. They will each get their combat this turn. 3 combat, hitting on 4+. We'll roll them individually. First tentacle, 2 hits. Second tentacle, 1 smash. Third, 2 hits. And the last guy, 2 hits and a smash. Hattori will attempt to defend against the 6 regular hits. Defends on a 3+. He defends 4 of them. Will his armor prevent these 12 wounds? He has armor 4+. His armor blocks 8 wounds. We'll use Wall of Steel to reroll these 4 missed ones. Again, armor 4+. His armor blocks 3 more and he takes 1 wound. Can he regain a grit? No. Rolling his 4 combat. Hitting on 3+. 1 crit, 2 hits. We use the critical on the tentacle that's behind us. 4 wounds. He is dead. Next hit we'll put into the tentacle in front of us. -3 to the roll. 2 more wounds. He is dead. Our last roll will go into the other tentacle with 5 wounds. Again, -3 to the roll. No wounds. We will spend 4 Fury to do Sweeping Slice. Generates 2 automatic combat hits. These hits are +2 damage. Be hitting both tentacles. The first tentacle will be -1 to the roll. He is dead. The last tentacle again, -1 to the roll. He is dead. So what kind of loot they dropped is found blood money, D6 times $25. $125. Catch our breath. We'll heal 2 of the wounds and 1 sanity. Our Ganyoku Mass allows us to heal an additional sanity, so we have no sanity damage now. Holding back the darkness. 6 will fail. Rolling for movement. 5. Oh, very nice. We'll look through. And we have found the glow room. Shifting the board slightly, we do have an advanced encounter for this room. Time's Lantern. As you enter the room, time seems to distort and twist all around you. In the far wall, beams of golden light pour through holes carved in the stone, and a sense of purpose washes over you. At the start of a turn, all heroes on this map tile are +2 initiative and may recover a grit on the d6 roll of 5 or 6. While any hero is on the map tile, anytime Hold Back the Darkness roll is failed, the darkness will move an extra space forward. Also, roll a d6. On the roll of 1 or 2, the Guardian of the Lantern has returned. Alrighty. The Guardian has not returned. This card does remain in play. Let's reveal our exploration token. Rumbling from below again. We will be taking how many hits this time? 2 hits. Defending on 3+. Take 1 more wound. We have 1 doorway and 2 encounters. Let's see which way our doorway will be. To the left. Our first encounter, the Telling Crow. A lone crow sits here, perched atop an old wooden support post. It cocks its head and looks at you, then begins to caw. In your mind, as though you can hear its voice.
You shouldn't have come here. These roads aren't safe. Beware. Beware the dark omen.
It then takes to flight, disappearing into the shadows. Make a cunning 5+ test. Hattori has 3 for cunning. He is successful, gaining 20 XP, and you may look at the top 3 darkness cards, choose 1 to discard, and put the others back on top in any order. For every 1 rolled during this test, draw a Growing Dread card and add it to the stack. We have chosen to discard Tortured Souls. Our next encounter, Child of Sorrow. The temperature in the room drops as the child approaches you with empty eyes. Make a Spirit 6+ test. Hattori has 3 for Spirit. Let's use a grit. There we go. Gain 50 XP for each 6+ rolled. Then the child vanishes. Roll a d6, no grit allowed. On the roll of 4+, the hero that made the test gains a loot card as a gift. On a 1, 2, or 3, it's a trap! Ambush attack! Here we go. We get a loot card. We've gotten 1 Darkstone Shard. Okay, let's hold back the darkness. 8 is good. Make our agility 5+ test to avoid the acid drips. We are good. Can we recover a grit in the Time's Lantern room? Need a 5 or a 6. No. Rolling for movement. Hey, we get a grit there. Again, we have our Lotus pattern that heals a wound from us at the start of each turn. That's how we've been healing wounds. Holding back the darkness. 9 is good. Can we recover a grit? No. Rolling for movement. 6. Hattori will look through. And we have found a short passage. Holding back the darkness. 7 is good.